Excitement buzzed in the air as the sun rose over Los Angeles, painting the city in golden hues. The promise of a new day seemed to echo the anticipation that had been building for weeks. Hollywood Boulevard was absolutely packed, overflowing with fans, friends and reporters who had gathered from all over the city and even from far beyond to witness this historic moment. Everyone waited in eager anticipation, their eyes glued to the red velvet curtain that concealed the special statue. The air was thick with curiosity and excitement as people whispered and speculated about what was about to be revealed. Cameras flashed from every direction, capturing every smile and gasp, while gold balloons floated and twirled in the gentle morning breeze, adding a festive sparkle to the scene. Banners and flags fluttered above the famous stars on the sidewalk, their colours bright against the clear sky, announcing the significance of the day to everyone passing by. The crowd was a vibrant mix of young and old, people from every walk of life, families, friends and strangers united by a shared sense of excitement and hope. Some wore T-shirts proudly displaying Meghan Markle's face, showing their support and admiration for her journey. Others waved homemade signs, decorated with messages of hope, encouragement and gratitude, their words reflecting the inspiration Meghan had given them. The golden statue remained hidden beneath its cloth, but everyone sensed they were about to witness something truly historic, an unveiling that would be remembered for years to come. Backstage, Meghan Markle stood quietly, her heart pounding with a mix of nerves and excitement. She knew the world was watching. She could hear the crowd's cheers and laughter echoing through the curtains, their energy giving her strength. Meghan closed her eyes for a moment, taking a deep breath to steady herself, reflecting on the journey that had brought her to this point. Today wasn't just about unveiling a statue. It was about overcoming challenges, breaking barriers and showing the world her true self, her resilience, courage and hope. She glanced at her husband, Harry, who stood by her side and squeezed her hand reassuringly, reminding her that she was not alone in this moment. The excitement in the crowd grew even louder as the clock struck 10, signaling that the moment everyone had been waiting for was finally here. Bright spotlights shone down on the stage, illuminating the space where history was about to be made. With determination and grace, Meghan stepped forward onto the stage, ready to share her story and unveil a symbol of hope and inspiration for everyone watching, both near and far. Meghan remembered the path that had brought her here. There had been days when the world seemed too heavy. People said things that hurt. She felt alone and misunderstood. Sometimes she wondered if her voice even mattered. But Meghan had learned that everyone faces struggles, even those in the spotlight. She thought of her mother's gentle words. "Stay true to yourself, Meg." That advice became her anchor. Step by step, she grew stronger. She found courage in small victories and learned to speak up, even when it was hard. Her journey wasn't just about fame or headlines. It was about learning who she really was. Meghan discovered that kindness and honesty could be her superpowers. She wanted to help others see that they too could shine, even during tough times. Today, as she stood behind the curtain, Meghan felt nervous, but she also felt proud. She was ready to share her story, hoping it would inspire others to find their own strength. Meghan walked to the microphone, her smile bright and genuine, radiating warmth across the room. The lights above shimmered, casting a gentle glow as she prepared to speak. Yet, if you look closely, you could see her hands trembling just a little, betraying the nerves beneath her confident exterior. The crowd, sensing the significance of the moment, quieted almost instantly, their attention fixed on her every move, eager to hear what she would say. She took another deep breath, steadying herself, and began to speak, her voice clear, resonant, and full of heartfelt emotion that echoed through the hall. "Thank you for being here," she started, her words sincere. "Not just for me, but for everyone who's ever felt invisible or unheard, for those who have struggled in silence." Megan spoke openly about the challenges she had faced, how words could sometimes wound deeply, leaving scars, but also how the right words, spoken with kindness, could heal and uplift. She talked about moments of feeling lost, isolated in a crowd, unsure of her place in the world, but finding her way again by believing in herself, drawing strength from within. She thanked her family, friends and supporters around the world whose encouragement and love had helped her persevere through difficult times. She reminded the crowd that it's okay to ask for help, that reaching out is a sign of courage, not weakness, and that no one should ever feel alone, because there is always someone willing to listen and support you. "When life gets tough," Megan said, her voice steady and reassuring, "remember you are not alone. There is always hope, and there is always someone who cares, even when it feels like the world is silent." As she finished her speech, Megan's eyes sparkled with emotion and gratitude, reflecting the connection she felt with everyone in the room. She saw people in the audience wiping away tears, holding hands and nodding in agreement, visibly moved by her words and the honesty she shared. Her words had touched their hearts, just as she'd hoped, leaving a lasting impression of hope, unity, and compassion. People from all over the world tuned in to watch the ceremony, their faces glowing on giant screens set up along the boulevard. Messages of encouragement flooded in from social media, tweets, photos and videos from children, parents, teachers, and even celebrities. Some wrote, "Thank you, Megan, for showing us how to be strong." Others shared stories of their own struggles and how Megan's journey inspired them to keep going. News reporters captured the excitement and emotion of the day, sharing it with millions. Children held signs that read, "We believe in you," and "Be your own hero." Megan's friends and former colleagues sent video messages that played on the big screens. Her mum, Doria, waved from the front row, her eyes shining with pride. The love and support filled Megan with warmth. She realized she was part of something bigger than herself. Her story was now a spark of hope for people everywhere. At last, the moment everyone had been waiting for finally arrived. The air was thick with excitement and a sense of history in the making. Meghan and Harry stepped forward together, hands joined tightly, their faces glowing with anticipation and pride as they approached the center stage. The crowd counted down, 3, 2, 1, and the red curtain fell away in a dramatic sweep, revealing what everyone had come to see. There, in the very center of the Walk of Fame, stood a magnificent golden statue, shining brilliantly in the bright California sun, surrounded by swaying palm trees and the buzz of Hollywood. The statue was taller than Meghan herself, towering above the crowd and commanding attention from every angle. It showed her standing tall and proud, one hand raised as if waving hello to the world, the other gently holding a heart, a symbol of kindness and hope. Her face wore a determined but gentle smile, capturing both her strength and her warmth for all to see. The gold surface caught the sunlight, sending shimmering, dancing reflections across the faces in the crowd, making the moment feel almost magical. Everyone gasped at the beauty and strength the statue seemed to hold, their eyes wide with admiration and wonder. Children rushed forward to touch the edge of its base, their laughter and excitement adding to the joyful atmosphere. Photographers snapped pictures from every angle, eager to capture the golden moment and share it with the world. Some people wept with happiness, overcome by emotion. Others cheered and clapped, celebrating the unveiling with heartfelt applause. Megan stared at the statue, her eyes reflecting a mix of disbelief and gratitude as she took in the scene before her. It felt both strange and wonderful to see herself immortalized like this, her story and spirit captured in shining gold for generations to come. She hoped the statue would remind everyone who saw it that they too could shine brightly, no matter where they came from or what challenges they faced. In that golden moment, anything seemed possible. At the base of the statue, a simple but powerful inscription had been carved. The words glimmered in the sunlight, easy for everyone to read. "You are seen, you are loved, shine on." Megan had chosen these words herself. She wanted every person, no matter where they came from or what they looked like, to feel included. The message was for anyone who ever felt invisible or forgotten. It was a promise that everyone mattered. People took pictures of the inscription, sharing it online with their friends and families. Some traced the words with their fingers, whispering them softly. Megan watched as the message reached people's hearts, just as she had hoped. The inscription became a beacon for everyone who passed by. It was a reminder that hope and kindness could change lives. The statue was more than just metal and stone. To many, it felt alive with meaning. Megan hoped it would be a symbol for people who felt lost or left out. She wanted it to spark courage in anyone who needed it. For years, Megan had felt pressure to be perfect. She had learned that real strength came from showing her true self, flaws and all. The statue's raised hand was a greeting and an invitation. The heart she held reminded everyone that love and kindness are powerful tools. Every day, tourists and locals would walk past the statue. Some would stop to take photos. Others would pause to read the inscription. Megan's story and the statue's message would live on, inspiring future generations to be brave. Being seen, remembered and celebrated was something Megan wished for every person. The statue was her way of saying, "You belong here, just as you are." As the ceremony ended, the crowd burst into applause. The sound echoed down Hollywood Boulevard, bouncing off the buildings and filling the air with joy. Megan looked out and saw strangers hugging, sharing smiles and taking group photos. People of all backgrounds came together, united by hope and pride. Some shared their own stories with one another, forming new friendships. The applause was not just for Megan, but for everyone who faced their fears and kept going. Megan's family and friends gathered around her, offering hugs and words of encouragement. She saw children laughing and dancing, inspired by the day's events. Even the city seemed to join in, with cars honking in celebration and birds flying overhead. The sense of community was stronger than ever. Megan realized that support from others made every hard day a little easier and every celebration sweeter. As the crowd's applause faded into gentle conversation, Megan felt a wave of happiness wash over her. She stood a little taller, her shoulders relaxed, and her heart felt light. The statue would stand as a reminder of her journey and as a gift to everyone who needed a little hope. Megan smiled at Harry and her mum, feeling proud and free. She knew her struggles had shaped her, but they did not define her. Today, she had shared her truth, and in doing so, had given others permission to do the same. The golden statue gleamed in the afternoon sun, a beacon of resilience, courage, and love. Megan walked down the boulevard, waving to fans and greeting new friends. She felt ready for whatever came next, surrounded by support, hope, and the knowledge that her story mattered. The day ended, but the message lived on. Be true to yourself, shine on, and remember, you are never alone.